That's right, Graham. We're talking about tomorrow night, which is the annual Bookmark Awards. We're talking about the most prestigious digitally focused awards to recognize excellence in great digital campaigns. But the question is, how important is digital presence in this day and age? Now, to tell us more about that, we have Nikki Cockcroft, who's the chairman of the Bookmarks and also an artist and an architect who've been commissioned to do pieces at the awards, Amir and Vicky. Good morning to all of you and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
I'm going to ask you first, Nikki, just tell us a bit more about the awards. You're on your 6th year right now. How have the awards grown over the years and really kind of emphasized the importance of digital in South Africa?
They really have grown. If I think we started the awards 6 years ago, we had a little over 100 entries, and now we have over 600 entries. It's become as important as digital has become important as a medium. So it's very, very exciting. They've become the digital event of the year, so it's a big night for us, where we get to celebrate and reward and recognize those agencies and publishers and even brands that have done amazing work in the digital space.
Yeah. Tell me about the 2 individuals you've chosen to bring along with you. You've selected them specifically to exhibit their work tomorrow, and also surrounding the theme and how they've kind of adapted to that.
Absolutely. I think this year we really wanted to show that digital is not something that's just a campaign that lives on its own. We wanted to show how technology has changed our lives and everybody's lives, not just in the industries that we know it, but across the spectrum. So, you know, obviously having the 2 of them showcase how digital has influenced their lives is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And our focus, again, as always with the Bookmarks, is about how we use digital not only to deliver results, but to add value. So we like campaigns that add value, things that you've seen, that you've experienced, and technology that you're using today.
Yeah. Now, what you're seeing in front of you is a creation by the man right over there, Mr. Amir, and it's called Living Geometry. Tell me a bit about where the concept of living geometry came about. What were you thinking on the day? What were you drinking? Was it coffee? Was it tea? Tell me.
The concept behind those sculptures that I make is to see how can we capture digital information that already exists in nature.
Yes.
The phenomena are there, the wind speed, the temperature, the CO2 in the air, etc., etc. The question is how we capturing them now.
Yes.
In that case, I decided to digitalize those.
Yeah. So you use all kinds of tools to capture that information.
Yes.
And yes.
With all this information, I feed it into a 3-dimensional system in the computer, and then this information informed the different geometries of this prototype.
So what we're basically seeing is the physical metamorphosis or the physical embodiment of what that digital information is. So this could have been, as I said to you, this is what you're seeing, like it could have been a piece of a cold day in March where the wind was blowing northeasterly at 300 kilometers per hour. This is what it would look like in terms of the geometry of nature.
Exactly.
That is so crazy, unbelievable. Nikki, talk a bit about your artwork and what you're going to be exhibiting. How did you find your inspiration?
Okay, well, when I was given the brief, the next big thing, I obviously spent like months and weeks researching the internet, trying to find this next big thing, and at the end of the day, I just had information overload. So what occurred to me is that next big things are happening all the time, every day, and basically technology is advancing so fast, it's almost like the universe being infinite and basically expanding. So I thought that the next big thing is actually more like a rebirth, like a big bang. Yeah. So it's almost like the beginning of a new consciousness where the virtual world meets the real world. So for my painting, I'm doing an abstract representation of this whole explosive release of energy.
Wow.
So it's
I can't even begin to imagine where that would be. But I guess that's the enormity of it, the fact that the universe in its nature is so infinite that it's mind-blowing. So we'll be able to see that tomorrow.
Yes.
Fantastic. Vicky, Nikki, tell me about how we start kind of realizing, obviously we know the importance of it, but integrating it into society and making South Africans realize just what is out there, what is possible, possibly having our minds being expanded into the infinite nature of the universe using digital.
Yeah, I think in reality it's happening without us even knowing it. We were talking about our daily lives and how they've all changed. I don't think any of us here, you know, only has a single device. Most people have 1, possibly 2 devices at any given time. So I think it's infiltrating into our lives without us actually realizing, and it's changing every day. I think our responsibility as digital folks in the industry is to make sure that we recognize what we're doing and then celebrate that. So that's kind of where the bookmarks leads to say, what are these unique things? Where does the great work live? And it doesn't necessarily have to live in the biggest agency. It could be one small guy in a room, creating something amazing and the next big thing. So I think it's exciting times, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. It's going to be amazing.
Lovely. And I think also up to us as citizens out there and people looking to really tap into what the world has to offer, to use those devices to explore this work, to see amazing things like this. Amir, what value has digital added to your life?
It makes life just a bit easier, but I still have this ambiguous relationship with digital,
Yeah.
Prefer to digital to use it as a tool. Always remember that it's a tool. It will never substitute physical word.
Yes.
It's just something that we adding on, but always, I don't really want to feel that
we don't want the matrix happening right now. Nikki, what about you?
Well, basically, without technology or the digital world, I wouldn't be where I am today because I'm not one of those artists that just spontaneously makes an abstract and it works. I like to plan things and see my balance, my composition, and I use my design training in that.
Fantastic.
And basically use it almost all the way, apart from just the application of my raw materials.
Yeah.
So it's a big part of my process.
And then finally, quickly, where can the public out there follow the awards online if they'd like to, just grab a bit of the spirit that'll be there?
Absolutely. So all the information is on www.thebookmarks.co.za, and we'll be tweeting live from the event, #bookmarks2013.
Fantastic. Thank
Thank
you all
you.
for coming in, and good luck for tomorrow night.
great.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Fantastic. Well, stay tuned. Lots more to come. You and what's happening on your side of the woods.